Hi everybody, it's me Lacey. Welcome to Just Beautiful. I'm bringing you today my tips for successful protective styling. A lot of people are doing protective styles lately and everybody has their take on it, but these are just my tips, so you can feel free to follow them or not. But here are my tips for protective styling. Prep work. It's important that before you install any protective style, whether it be a long-term protective style or one that is, not as long, that you prep your hair for the protective style. So you want to make sure that you install your style on clean, well, deep conditioned hair. If you can do a protein treatment, if your hair is not very protein sensitive, then that's preferable, because you want to make sure that you really start out on hair that is ready for being put in a protective style. Regimen. Do not neglect your regular regimen while you have a protective style in, especially your moisturizing regimen. Alright, don't slap in some Havana twists and don't think about your hair for the next 4 months, okay? You will have a hot mess when you take them out. Yeah. Continue with decent regimen of washing your hair. I guess if the style is just going to be in for 2 weeks, then you might not you could take the chance of not washing it for that long, but don't leave a weave-in for 2 months, people, and not wash your hair, okay? And be sure to moisturize your hair regularly while in the styles. A tip on moisturizing protective styles: you want to not you might do moisturizing and sealing on your regular hair, but if, for instance, you have braids or extensions, you don't want to use too many oily products to prevent build-up, so you'll tweak your moisturizing regimen to suit, but don't just completely neglect your hair, please, okay? Or it's for overkill. They say too much of a good thing is not good for anything, and that applies for protective styles as well. You don't want to just wear protective styles all year round. Even if you successfully manage to take care of your hair while in the styles and your hair is growing and it's remaining healthy, then kudos to you. But first of all, it's not very likely that you'll be enjoying your hair if you have it put away all the time. Sometimes you hear people, oh, my hair is long, underneath this weave, my hair is really long. Okay, but are you enjoying your hair on a day-to-day basis? No, it's just put away. What is the point of going on a hair journey if you never interact with your hair on a day-to-day basis? Even if you want to do the protective styles on a majority basis, at least now and then, take them out and enjoy your hair, your own hair, and learn to deal with it, because what eventually could happen is that, the extensions and protective styles or twist or whatever you want to wear your hair in, it kind of becomes a crutch, and you never really develop the skills that you need to deal with your own hair. So you'll find that, especially if you're big chop and then you wear extensions exclusively, suddenly you'll find yourself 3 years down the road of wearing 3 years worth of braids with a whole big mass of hair that you do not even know how to detangle, wash, twist, comb, and it's like you're completely overwhelmed. So now and again, you want to take your hair out and learn how to deal with your own hair and enjoy it and love it, Sometimes we get so attached to things that we buy and put on our heads, and we don't really develop a relationship with what grows out of our own scalp. Texture does matter. There are a lot of different options for protective styling out there, but every protective style is not for every person. I know for sure my hair is fuzzy and it kind of tends to lock easily, so certain protective styles kind of want to hold on to my hair, if that makes sense, like it wants to lock onto it. The, what do you call those things, the kinky twists that you do with the extensions, I like them and they look good for like 3 days and then my hair starts to frizz out and it's like a waste of a hairstyle. So I'll do it if I have some lying around, some braids lying around, but really and truly my hair is better with braided styles. My hair is very good with crochet braids. I discovered recently by trying bunning that my hairline is not strong enough for bunning, right, on a long-term basis. So you need to know that as much as every hair type is versatile, there are certain hairstyles as you go along, you'll figure out is that work better for you based on you being able to handle doing the style, and 2, being your hair being able to handle being in that style. Hope I'm making sense, right? Good. Execution. Yeah, I was grasping at straws for E word there, but yeah, basically I'm trying to get at how you do the style. So a style in itself might be protective, but how you actually do the style might not be in a protective way. Case in point, braids. I know I'm knocking braids and weaves, but braids and weave actually, I wear a lot of braids, or at least I used to wear braids a little more often, although I kind of leaning more towards crochet braids, but I used to wear a lot of individual braids, and I found them to be very good at my hair. Never really had damage from doing individual braids, but there are other people who have had another experience with the same hairstyle, and a lot of people knock weaves and say, oh gosh, weave's not good for your hair, but then there are other people who weave their hair for a long period of time and nothing happens. It has to do a lot with how the style is installed. So if you pay attention to your braid pattern, how you install a weave, if you're not doing it too tightly, avoid glues, and maintain your hair while the weave is in. The weave could actually be a very effective protective style. It's not that they're inherently bad in a sense for your hair. A lot of it has to do a lot of times with how we actually do the style. So basically you want to avoid tight hairstyles, very small plaits like micro braids and so on. They tend to want to take your hairline out, and glues and waxes that are kind of difficult in terms of pulling your hair out when you remove the style. You want to avoid those while installing your protective style. Change things up a bit. Try to vary the types of protective styles that you do. I know sometimes it's difficult when you find a style that you really love, and you think, you know, this style really fits my face and I'm feeling this one. You tend to kind of want to lean towards a particular style all the time. But you want to vary the type of styles that you do on your hair, in the sense that, okay, I tend to like parting my hair on this side, but of course if I part my hair in the same spot all the time, then I might end up getting breakage, or the hair will thin out. So if you know you're going to install a weave with a U part, leave the U part out this side one month, leave it out on this side the next month, do a center part the other month. So change it up. Don't just do the exact same hairstyle, or don't just install the style the exact same way each time you do it, right? Even, you know, twists. A lot of people just wear twists in their natural hair, and then what they'll do is wash, and then you'll twist the exact same, like keep the exact same parting in. You want to change the parting up every now and again. You know, all of this is to avoid any kind of stress on particular areas of your hair all the time, or continuous stress on a particular area of your hair. So mix things up a bit and you might find it to be more effective. And you also want to vary your protective styling in terms of wearing long-term styles sometimes, like braids, weaves and stuff, and then short-term protective styles, which could be like updos, twists on your own hair, or corners and that kind of thing, so that your hair has a chance to, you know, be out of the long-term protective styles. Take down. Okay, so I spoke earlier about installing the style and being sure that you do it in the right way, in the correct way. Removing a style is as important as when you're installing it. A lot of the times, most of the breakage that a lot of people receive, or damage that people receive from protective styling, happens during the takedown process. Yeah, I have cut hair out trying to remove the threads from weaves, and sometimes you're undoing the braids and you just drag the comb through your hair, and then you wonder why you have breakage afterwards. And a lot of times it's in the takedown process, so you want to, you know, remove them in a careful enough way that you don't just undo all of the benefits of the protective style. I hope these tips are helpful, and let me know what you think below in the comments. If I've left anything out, you can always chime in with more tips. Okay, so happy protective styling. Take care. Thanks for watching Just Beautiful. Bye.